Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sameera, and I'm here to read 4 books to you guys today. Hope you guys are doing well. The first book I'm going to read you is It's Ramadan Curious, George. A special month. George can't wait for tomorrow. When the month of Ramadan will start, it's a special time of year for his friends, and George is going to take part. George and Karroum are so busy helping to cook and bake sweets. With a good little monkey joining in, soon there's a big pile of treats. Karroum is going to try fasting, a day without food or drinks. George is curious. Can Karroum do it? He'll need some help, George thinks. Day of fasting. Hold on. 1 second, sorry. Okay, sorry. George is asleep in his bed when Karroum's alarm starts to beep. Karroum wakes for an early meal, though the sun is still fast asleep. Later, when it's lunchtime, Karroum reaches for a piece of bread. Wait, no food until sundown. George keeps him busy instead. What is the sound George is hearing? It's a rumbling from Karroum's tummy. George drags him away from the kitchen. Whatever is cooking smells yummy. Waiting for sunset. Everyone gathers together as the sun begins to set. The minutes tick by slowly. It still isn't dark enough yet. Finally, so you gotta move over a little bit. Finally, it's time to break fast. Karroum snacks on his sweet date. Then he takes a big gulp of milk as George loads more treats on his plate. I did it, George, cheers Karroum. George nods. He's glad to be there. The room is filled with happiness and the peaceful sounds of prayer. It's dinner time. Now it's time to eat dinner. The spread on the table looks great. With something special for everyone, this meal was worth the wait. Look at all the great choices: kebabs, curries, veggies, and rice. George spots the pizza and takes a hot, cheesy slice. Now that the meal is over, the best treat has been saved for later. Chocolate dipped bananas to celebrate Karroum's first fast. Sharing with others. Karroum invites George to the mosque. They gather to do a good deed. Together they make food baskets to share with others in need. Wow, look at George join the action. He knows how to lend a hand, and when he spies a shelf full of shoes, George comes up with a plan. No, George, the imam says with a laugh. Those shoes belong to us here, but you gave me a great idea. We'll add a clothing drive for next year. Spotting the moon. Ramadan is almost over. The special month will end soon. George and the man search the sky to catch a glimpse of the moon. There it is, George points. He found it, a thin crescent shining bright. Tomorrow is the Eid festival, but the celebration will start tonight. Karroum gives George a gift. New clothes for Eid, he says. It's a fancy vest for George, and for the man, a yellow fez. An Eid celebration. Happy Eid! The holiday is here. The mosque is busy and loud. Everyone is dressed in the finest. What a good-looking crowd. George greets Karroum with a hug and spends the day with his friend. After hours of feasting and fun, their sad Eid has to end. But soon it's time to go home as the moon returns to the sky. George thinks of his first Ramadan and smiles as he closes his eyes. The end.
More. Next one.
The next one is called Tell Me More About Ramadan. Okay. In the middle of the night, Layla hears a sound coming from the kitchen. Rubbing her eyes, she gets out of bed and goes downstairs to see what is happening. Layla finds her family seated at the dining table having a meal. A meal at this time? Layla wondered. Is everybody eating?
We're in the dining room.
The sun is up, and so is Layla. Mom, I'm hungry. Breakfast is on the table, Mom replies. Layla runs downstairs, sits at the table, and waits for her family. Nobody's having breakfast? Layla is surprised. In the evening, Layla is pleased to see the whole family at home. Her grandparents, aunt, uncle, and cousins. Almost everyone is there. Layla is very happy. She loves being surrounded by family. But what could be the occasion, Layla asks herself. As the sun goes down, the kitchen gets crowded. Everyone is giving a hand, preparing the meal and setting the table. Collaboration and family spirit. Collaboration and family spirit are at their most. Layla would love this great atmosphere every day. The table is ready and everyone is seated. However, no one is eating. The whole family is waiting. Suddenly, Layla hears the azan being called out from the masjid nearby. After breaking fast and saying the iftar's dua, everyone begins to eat. After breaking the fast and saying the iftar's dua, everyone begins to eat in silence. Layla observes everything without making a sound. When the meal is over, some go to the masjid to pray and the others pray at home. The atmosphere is peaceful and comforting. Layla is very happy, yet she really wants to know what the occasion is. Later that night, Layla goes to see her father. Dad, is today a special day? Layla questions. Oh, Layla, it's the first day of the holy month of Ramadan. I'm sorry we didn't tell you. Now, since you're a big girl, let me tell you more, Dad says. During this month, we don't eat or drink from dawn to sunset. Dad explains. Layla remembers what she saw earlier that day. So that's why I saw you have a meal in the middle of the night. Shouts Layla. Yes, that's right. It's the suhoor, the meal before the dawn. Clever girl. But you know, Layla, Ramadan is not just about staying away from food and drink. It's a month of mercy where the doors of paradise are open. So we increase prayers, salat, and the recitation of the Quran. Do you know the Quran was sent down during Ramadan? Dad asked Layla. That's interesting. I didn't know that, Dad, says Layla. Dad, tell me more about Ramadan, requests Layla. Ramadan is also a month for good deeds, a month that reminds and teaches us to be forgiving, loving, caring, and generous. I understand. So we are trained to be good during Ramadan so that we can continue to be good every day, Layla adds. That's right, Layla. Dad agrees and continues. Dad, I still don't understand. Why do we not eat and drink during Ramadan? When we don't eat and drink, we understand what it's like to be hungry. So we must always be thankful to Allah for what He has given us, not waste food, and remember those who don't have much to eat. Ramadan is super cool, Dad. Can I fast too? Layla asked. Yes, you can try tomorrow. I'll wake you up for the meal before dawn. Inshallah. Now you better get to sleep early, Dad advises. Yes, I will. Ramadan Mubarak, Dad, says Layla, very excited. Ramadan Mubarak, sweetheart. The end. All right, book number 3, Ramadan Moon. Ramadan, the month of fasting, doesn't begin all at once. It begins with a whisper and a prayer and a wish. As the month of Ramadan approaches, we search the sky for a sign, waiting, anticipating that silver sliver of brightness, the shining white crescent that is the Ramadan moon. And when the new moon is seen, what wonderful excitement! The news spreads like wildfire through the cities, towns, and villages. Across deserts and grasslands into each and every home, and Muslims of every nation, of every age, and every hue will join the celebration of the arrival of the moon. It's here, Ramadan is here, the month of mercy has begun. That's the moon.
And what is this?
And in mosque after mosque of every shape and size, men, women, and children will all stand up to pray. The Imam will recite the verses of the book that was revealed hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years ago. So now we all wake up to eat in the dark before dawn, sleepy mouthfuls for the day ahead. While the silent city sleeps, then Dad's clear voice rings out, calling all of us to pray. Our family bows like one body before the break of day. In daylight, we feel hungry, but at sunset, when we eat, it makes us a little thoughtful, a little humble, and very graceful. And each night the moon grows fuller, like ripe and tender fruit, shining on houses filled with laughter and mosques alive with prayer. Each night they come, unfailing, the seething congregation, to reflect on the words of their Lord in silent celebration. During the day, we keep busy with all sorts of good deeds. Our voices flow with the words of God in unplanned harmonies. We look forward for things to give away, collect money for charity, be kind and caring and polite, try hard not to get angry. Now the Ramadan moon is round and full, a bright silver medallion, but with a special secret sorrow. We see that half the month is gone. We watch her as she wanes, losing a sliver every night until we reach the last 10 days, those last days tinged with sadness, when we try to share more, pray more, do more, and give more. We look for the night of power, better than 1,000 nights, that extra special night when we ask for all that we desire, wishes upon wishes, and prayer upon prayer. But then the last 10 days become the last 5. The last 4 nights become the last 3, the last 2, the last. And when the new crescent moon is seen and the Eid day is announced, the Muslim world rejoices, for our festival has begun. For Eid, there will be haircuts and pretty henna patterns and visitors and brand new clothes that rustle as we walk. And in the morning, there will be the Eid prayer, charity for the poor, family and friends, parties and outings, sweets and treats, and more. But all that is tomorrow. Tonight the city sleeps. As I look out at the night sky, my smile is bittersweet. Goodbye, great month of mercy. Hope to see you soon. Please hurry back, my silver friend, my beautiful Ramadan moon. Mm-hmm. The end.
Now another one.
Okay, we have somebody else reading the last one.
Assalamu alaikum. Hey. So this one's called Ramadan Around the World. My favorite time of the year is upon us. Ramadan is here. Welcome, O month of mercy. Once a year, Muslims around the world gather to celebrate Ramadan. Near and far, across oceans and atop mountains, Muslims celebrate by fasting from dawn to sunset, performing good deeds and being kind to one another. Ramadan teaches people to be thankful for the blessings they have. I visit Muslims across the world and join their celebrations. Come along with me. Oh look, in Dallas, Texas, Ali and Asi are making sadaqah jars. Each day in Ramadan, their mom gives them some money to drop inside the sadaqah jar. At the end of the Ramadan, they will give all they have collected to those in need. They help their grandparents hang Ramadan lights outside the house and greet their neighbors with yummy crescent-shaped sugar cookies covered with green star sprinkles. Oh, there's so much more to see. Come along with me. In Chiapas, Mexico, Jose and Maria help their mother make tortillas. They use a special recipe that has been passed down from their Mayan ancestors. Jose loves the soft texture of the dough called masa. He has autism and making tortillas is one of his favorite things to do. Maria presses the dough under the tortilladora to flatten it out. Maria and Jose love the smell of fresh homemade tortillas. Delicioso. In Sao Paulo, Brazil, it's almost time for iftar. Ibrahim is finishing up his street soccer game before he heads home to break his fast. Playing soccer during Ramadan makes Ibrahim thirsty, but he's focused on the game and does not let his team down. Before breaking his fast, he recites a short dua or prayer. Then he drinks water, a few sips at a time. Water has never tasted so good. Ibrahim is thankful for every sip he drinks. Oh, there's so much more to see. Come along with me. Wow, I see beautiful designs and bright colors. In Touba, Senegal, Bintu is getting her hands and feet painted with detailed henna designs. She wears a colorful boubou a flowing, wide-sleeved traditional robe. Later, Bintu and her family head to the mosque together. Bintu loves getting there to listen to the serene recitations of the Quran, the Muslim holy book. Dom, dom, dom. Do you hear that? In Rabat, Morocco, Amira and Malak are waking up for suhoor, the early morning meal. Every Ramadan, the Misahardi walks through the streets. He plays a drum and sings rhyming tales to wake people up to eat before they begin their fast. Amira and Malak love waking up to the sound of the Mishari's drum. Oh, there's so much more to see. Come along with me. It's crowded at Bilal's house in Glasgow, Scotland. He and his family gather around the radio to hear news of the moon sighting that signals the start of Ramadan. Bilal is hearing impaired. His mom signs to him, Alhamdulillah, thanks be to God, Ramadan is here. Bilal loves Ramadan. He spends the day giving out toys to children at the orphanage. In Ankara, Turkey, Zainab and Adam are getting ready to go to watch Karagöz, a shadow puppet play in the street. Children gather to hear stories and see the puppets. Neighbors also give them sweet treats, but Zainab has diabetes and cannot eat all the sweets she gets. She picks one and sets the rest aside to enjoy the next few days. Oh, there's so much more to see. Come along with me. Here are my friends Lana and Yusuf in Cairo, Egypt. During Ramadan, they join their family and friends in decorating the streets with colorful banners and fawanis, beautiful paper lanterns to mark the beginning of Ramadan. At iftar time, Lana and Yusuf gather their family at the table to break their fast. In Jerusalem, Palestine, Hamza and Ayan hold hands with their grandmother as they cross the street to buy kunafa from the local bakery. They can't wait to share this sweet treat with their family. Each year, Hamza and Ayan look forward to the first day of Ramadan. They join their neighbors to pray at Masjid al-Aqsa. The mosque is filled with laughter and joy as families offer well wishes for the arrival of Ramadan. Oh, there's so much more to see. Come along with me. Not far from the Prophet's mosque in Medina, peace and blessings be upon him, Noura and Omar smile and hold hands with their grandfather as they walk through the date souk just before the adhan, the call to prayer. They gather in front of the mosque, while tablecloths have been placed in neat rows for people to sit down and break their fast together. Noura and Omar join this communal table, drink some milk, and enjoy sharing their dates with those around them before heading inside with their grandfather for the sunset prayer. Zoom, zoom, zoom. In Peshawar, Pakistan, Faisal stands on the balcony and watches as people in the street hurry home to break their fast. Shops close their doors to prepare for iftar. Faisal enjoys these few moments of the cool mountain breeze on his face before he heads inside for his favorite drink, Ru Afza, or pink milk made of a sweet red fruit syrup mixed with milk or water. I smelled something delicious. In Penang, Malaysia, Amin is helping his mother prepare a creamy rice porridge called bubur lambuk to share at the local mosque. Everyone at the mosque thanks Amin and his mother for the hearty meal. Ramadan is a time of giving. Oh, there's so much more to see. Come along with me. In Sydney, Australia, Gabriella looks forward to the annual Ramadan food festival. Food stalls line the sides of the street. They have some of the most delicious treats and sweets from every corner of the world. The festival is packed with men, women, and children who greet each other with salam and exchange hugs and warm wishes. The festival is just minutes away from the mosque where Gabriella enjoys going for Taraweeh, the nightly prayers in Ramadan. She grabs a small bite to eat before heading to the mosque to recite prayers with her dad. As Ramadan comes to an end, we welcome Eid al-Fitr, a celebration enjoyed by Muslims everywhere. After a month of fasting, practicing patience, and thanksgiving, it is lovely to share our favorite foods and exchange gifts with family, friends, and neighbors. So you see, my friends, Ramadan is welcomed by Muslims all around the world, no matter where you are or how you celebrate. It is surely the most wonderful time of the year. See you next year, Ramadan. The end.
Thank you guys so much. Can everybody give a round of applause if you can use your clap reaction to thank Issa's Mama and Abba for reading those awesome, awesome, awesome books.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is if you guys who are on Zoom want to stick around and say hi to one another, I'm going to stop the Facebook stream right now. And you guys